Also use the heel and lace pad. So you already know the purpose and function, where they go. One over the laces and one over the heel. Decrease friction. So pretend we've done that. Then most people, maybe you can smooth this like a little tiny bit, you would use pre-wrapper to kind of hold the heel and lace pads in place. So these are the way I do it. If it's a female with no hair on her leg, I'm not even going to use this, okay? Other than to tack down the heel and lace pad. But I would catch the bottom half, catch the top half, probably go over the heel, and tear it off. Now, athletes, in most cases, would like to put pre-wrap way up to here and way down to here because it's easier to take the tape off. But you're just not going to get as good of a tape job and more security. It won't be as secure. So the first thing I do is a vertical stirrup. So you want to make the vertical stirrup, the proper length is just a little bit below where the belly of the gastroc begins to flare out. So that's a little bit different on everybody, but I'm going to pretend it's like right there. So I'm going to put the tape on the non-sticky side on her heel, measure up the opposite way, take the tape away. I keep the tape on my hand. After a while, it's like having a ring on your finger. You don't even know it's there. For you guys, you can put the tape down. But if you were a student athlete trainer, I would yell at you if you put the tape down, right? Because it takes down, up, down. She moves her leg and it falls on the floor, and I'm crawling around the table trying to get the roll of tape. You guys can put it down, but in real life, you should keep it on your finger, right? So now, I'm going to measure a point, 1/4 of an inch from the back of her heel. So how do I determine that? I look. Right, so your foot's in neutral. Hold it with my fingertips, 1/4 of an inch from the back of the heel. And then I'm going to push. I'm pushing so the tape is on the calcaneus, but I'm pushing the calcaneus onto the talus and pushing the talus up into the mortise. Right, so if I just measure it and put it on and don't push up, I'm not pushing the talus into the mortise. So I'm going to overlap that by half. Push. Like going with my palms, I'm just going to squeeze it onto her leg. Okay, then the second step is I'm going to do what I call horizontal circles. The shape of her lower leg is shaped like a cone, right? Skinny at the bottom, it gets bigger as it goes up, right? So you can't put tape straight around and get wrinkles. So I have to angle the tape slightly. So I'm going to angle down ever so slightly, angle back up, and tear the tape. And then overlap by half the width. The purpose of the horizontal circles are twofold. They hold the tibia and the fibula together, thus supporting the mortise. They also support all the muscles in the anterior, lateral, posterior compartment. Because whenever you sprain your ankle or any joint, you also strain invariably muscles. And I'm going to do enough of these horizontal circles to cover my verticals. I'm going to bring the last piece kind of to a point at the top. Third is what I call horizontal horseshoes. Halfway between the toe and the heel, I'm going to start as close to the bottom of the foot as possible, come back, behind, and come halfway up on the opposite side. Again, the purpose of this is just basically to support the ankle joint. So you overlap each piece by about half the width. And just one more. Okay, so with just a little bit of practice, that should be fairly easy. Now comes the hard part, the double figure 8. You learned the pattern already, right? Back, behind, down on the opposite side, underneath, up, right? So, I'm going to start, my starting point is just a little bit above the malleolus. I'm right-handed, so I like to go to the right. I'm going to go take some tape off the roll, back, behind, down on the opposite side, underneath, and up. As soon as I get here, I've got to make my turn. If you go too high, you're going to get wrinkles on this side. And that's a good point. And whenever you have wrinkles on one side, it means you did something wrong on the opposite side, probably. So as soon as I get here, I'm going to make my turn, back, behind, down on the opposite side, underneath, and up. So then I'm going to do 2 of those. Back around, start again. Back, behind, down on the opposite side, underneath, and up, back, behind, down on the opposite side, underneath and up. And then I'm going to do what I call a heel lock. You ask 10 athletic trainers what a heel lock is, you're going to get 10 different answers. This is my definition. I'm going to come around and go right over the heel, 45-degree angle, back up, and tear the tape off. Now for now, I'm going to put a tab there, just so it's going to be easy to take this off. The last part is to close off the forefoot. I'm always going to go from the lateral side and pull up on the medial side. It would make no sense to me to put the tape on this way and pull down on the arch, right? You want to start on the lateral side, gently, and then lift up. And I would probably do 1 more. Okay, now, to try to take this off right now, you got a tape cutter, and try to take it off. It would be very difficult because she hasn't had a chance to warm up. So the best thing to do is just to take it off 1 piece at a time. If you tried to jab a tape cutter down there, it would be very uncomfortable for her. And as long as you take it off in the exact order that you put it on, it comes off easily.